Yeah, he's saying go, go, go. Welcome back to the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John. Hey guys, it is New Guitar Thursday. Cannonball! Hey guys, it's me. I'm here. It is New Guitar Thursday. I'm John here at the Acoustic Shop. Going to be going through all kinds of stuff that has arrived here. Some stuff that have not arrived, it's not here. And you can come check it out when it does get here. We'll talk about some of those things. Got some interesting news. We put our first guitar has officially shipped of the TAS ones. The rest, a bunch of them are going to ship on Monday. So we're going to be starting to make some phone calls this week and into next week about those. But before we even get into any of that stuff, let us know where you guys are watching from. Jason is here. He is monitoring comments, talking. We're problem solving.
We fix things now.
Yeah, good job, Jay. And Trent is here running the camera. Hi, guys. Sideways, this way, that way. Come on, do it. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh.
All right, Jared, John, we need to.
No, we don't.
We need to tell the truth.
What do we need to do?
We were eating lunch, and that's why
we were. Yeah. Okay. So here's what happened. Why we were late? If is there a bunch of comments about it?
There's a lot of comments before we got to this point. So,
yeah. Okay.
Guys, here's a change in format. I'm not going to go back and read your comments. There's about 100 of them. I'm sorry. Let's start now. I'm going to start now with Peter Rayhill, I guess.
Where were you?
For what it's worth, the PCH M104 indeed had better volume for last night's first outdoor no amp patio gig at the pub.
There you go. Hey, so let you know what happened. Here's the deal. Thursday is our filming day. And Jeremy had a meeting today with the accountant or something like that. So we had to change our, squirreled it around a little bit. And so our break came at 2:30. 2 o'clock or 2:15 maybe.
2:50. It was supposed to be 2. Then we had some customers and friends in the shop. We talked to them. Great. We did some stuff.
And then we had to go eat. That's the first time me or Jason ate all day today. I left the house this morning. I had a cup of coffee. That's it. take my kids where they need to go, get in here to work. We were working. We filmed. Jason also didn't have breakfast, so we were like, gosh, I'm starved. We went and got something to eat. It took a little longer than we wanted it to. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy my meal. Mine was pretty good. How about yours, Jake?
It was good.
Yeah. So
I liked it. I got to interrupt you. Ethan Stubbs is in honeymooning in Kauai, Maui.
Ooh.
Kauai.
Kauai.
K-I-H-U-I-E-I. Anyway, he's honeymooning and watching us. That is not right.
That's silly. This is the end of your marriage already.
Yes,
I'm going to give you some tips. I'm on 19 years this year. Let me let you know, that's not what you're supposed to be doing right now.
Rodney Sanford still loves me. He's from Syracuse.
All right.
Awesome. Let's get on this. Let's do this thing.
You're going to pull some comments from back behind, aren't you? Do it.
No, I'm just.
All right, resubmit your questions then. Comments.
Resubmit your questions. What are we going to talk about today, Johnny?
That's a good question.
You know, the one comment I am going to bring up here, and this is the one I will. All right.
I'm ready for it, Jay.
From Soundweaver, our good friend, it says, "Hit like, you freaking heathens."
Oh.
So let's start out with that. Would you guys please like the stream already?
If you're on Facebook, you guys really need to see the video that was posted by Jamie, our bulldogger.
We shared that.
Did you share it?
They shared it in our stories. By
Did
the
they?
Way, yes.
That's great.
Go back and check out our stories.
I love that. It was such a great video. He bought himself a new pick, and it magically has its own mind. It does its own thing.
All right. What's the first thing you want to show off, guys? Be sure to like, subscribe, tell us where you're watching from, and let's do this. Jamie says, I don't like this at all. Jamie says, do something I like first.
Okay.
That's rude.
Whatever. Couple things did come in this week that are new. We do have
Here's a good question, John.
0018.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you.
You asked me to start
Steve
telling.
Treadway, have you seen any of the modern deluxe Martins?
No, but I haven't.
Got any in.
They are
Have you
the
seen them?
longest wait of all of the standard quotish standard
series.
models. It's not a standard series; it's a modern series.
It's not part of the.
No,
You're wrong.
I'm telling you, Modern Deluxe is its own series. So it's the Modern Deluxe series.
I'm going to have to look up the website.
He's wrong. As a Modern Deluxe, those take a lot longer because they're more in demand. Certain things. Here's what I'm finding out from Martin. This is exactly what's going on. One. Amber tones, shade tops, those kind of things, harder to get. You know what's even funnier? We got our first Street Legend, but that is on a huge waiting list. I will be seeing way more standard 18s and satin finish 18s before I will see another Street Legend. I think I told me January is, if I put it in order right now. I do have some coming before the end of the year. But those things are out. Modern Deluxes are out. Pearl work ones. They call them the Pearl guitars. So 41s, 42s, 45s are a long wait as well. I do have those coming. I think they'll be here by October-ish, maybe. And of course, it's all fluid. They get some stuff that comes in and goes. And then 18 Authentics
Somebody passes up on their order.
Yeah, there's going to be some ones that'll go. But I do have them. They are coming. But I think we're talking probably September-ish.
Jeff Simpson wants to know who has the zebra cakes. I want to know that too. Spoken song. I think he asked this yesterday. When do you when do you think you might carry Ovation guitars in the future? Do you think so?
To be honest with you, I don't know that we will be carrying Ovation. We did go back through and check on it, and I will be honest with you. At NAMM, they did not have the best of showings. And I'm not trying to be insulting or anything, but we saw the new product. I know they've gone through about 6 hands in the last, I don't know how many years. It was originally a Command product, moved its way. I think Fender bought it, and I don't know who owns it officially now. But we tried them. We put them in that guitar list.
For the money, they did not show up well.
And I'm not an Ovation hater. I owned one. So I'm not a hater. It's not that at all. I just saw the newest stuff that we saw just did not seem to be very great. That's all.
When do you, Genonymous, when do you expect to get the Martin DSS-17?
The DSS-17, that's
the Dreadnought 12 fret?
No, it is not. The DSS-17 is, I know this guitar too. It's one of the special things. Oh, it's the, is it the D?
I don't know.
Shoot, I can't remember what
Just
the
say I don't
DSS-17
know.
is.
Just say I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll order one.
DSS 7. It is a slope shoulder. You're correct. It's the CEO
know.
choice slope shoulder. Yeah, I do have one on order of that one.
All right.
I don't know. I just don't know.
We got somebody from the Netherlands. That's pretty cool. Donald Curtis, I read that non-slotted bridge pins dramatically improve sound over slotted pins. Your opinion?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can see that it makes a difference. I saw the video that everybody else is kind of doing on this, and they're like, yes, it made all the difference in the world. I think changing bridge or pin material would make more of a difference than what that does. I have a semi-argument on this that also it's going to be more wear and you're already starting the wear and tear in that bridge by slotting them. And I know over time that strings sort of saw away at the bridge and the bridge plate as well as the top and kind of push it forward. Eventually you'll get to where you'll just be able to use unslotted pins anyway. That said, I don't have anything against slotted bridge pins. I just don't think, I think it makes a difference. I personally have never, ever felt the need to change any of mine. I have guitars that have slotted bridge pins, or non-slotted bridge pins, like the Bourgeois. The Thompson, I think I just got, has slotted bridge. But I would much rather spend the time and effort on new pins. At least going to ebony, if not a harder material like bone, water buffalo horn. I'm really curious to try the new liquid metal bridge pins that are here. They may do the trick. They're claiming, Martin's claiming 25% volume increase. That's a lot.
That's a lot to claim.
That's a lot. So.
Herb Michael states, hard to buy a Martin at 0% interest when they're not available. Well, you can order that.
You could actually do that, and we could, and still do your 0% interest.
I mean,
it's just we gotta wait till it gets
start paying before you get it.
Pay, But I can't help you on that. This is a Martin problem. Okay, so we are so new to the system, and this is true. I had a meeting with a guy in Martin that is, you know, they're like, you guys are moving through stuff really, really fast. And I'm like, yeah, but I also can't get it really, really fast. And I think when we put on our initial orders, they didn't think that we were going to be able to move as many instruments as what we have been able to. That's an assumption. I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know. But it's just hard to get some of the materials that they have available. Now, again, I've got stuff coming. I did get in two 00018s. I have two HD 28s. Both of them are fantastic. I've got satin D28s. Those are ones that I know people were looking for. So they are coming in, but it is slow and, you know, the more in demand the model is, the less chance I've got of getting in. There's, what is there, like 300 dealers in the States, I believe, something like that? There's a lot. So they have to disperse all that stuff across. Now, every single Navajo built guitar is available, and we've been selling a bunch. In fact, we got a guy who's coming back for one right now that just kind of put his on hold. He'll be back here in a little bit to pick his up. And they're great guitars too. So
here's a question that's not Martin related.
All right.
Donald says, John, my brand new humidipacks are not keeping my guitars here in Springfield below 50%. Can humidity get too high for humidipacks to keep up? Guitars are kept in cases.
Okay, yes and no. So here's the deal. How high was it to start with? Yeah. And then how full do your bags? I'm betting your bags feel really full if they're not pulling any extra. There are now 3 different levels of humidipacks to get you back down. You probably got to a point where it was high. Damage, you're not going to see that much. I guarantee you, if you're keeping humidipacks in there, you're not going to probably see damage to your guitar from too much humidity. What you will start to notice is that weight of all that moisture in the wood tends to kind of make the guitar not sound as good. It's got extra weight to it. So it's not going to flex and move like it ought to. So there's a fine line that they're always trying to do. That's why the 45 to 50% is where they kind of find to be the good, you know, like a dry guitar sounds fantastic. It really does. Remember that, Jay? You used to go take your bass and you would bring it in the studio and it'd be cold and dry and you're like, this bass sounds incredible right now.
And then it exploded.
And then it starts, well, he started having, because it is a plywood bass, the plies would start separating in the middle and then you'd hear these funky buzzes that were going on and all that. That's the trick here, right? It has to be above 35% to 40% just to keep it from having issues. And so that's why they're at 45 to 50, because if you get much over 50, it has so much more moisture in there and then you start to sacrifice some of that. Now again, you get up to 80 and 90%, mildew, gross stuff's going to happen. You could actually start damaging the instrument there. But if you're in that 60 range, you're actually fine. It's just not going to sound its best. Now, there is a product now, just came out from the Humidipacks, D'Addario Humidipacks, that is actually built to pull down humidity level. So you have the Restore, which is when your guitar is too low and you want to get it up fast. There's the Maintain, which maintains that 45-50, meaning that it's been there, it's going to stay there. And then if your guitar is oversaturated, there's, what do they call that one now? Do we have them? I know we do. I think it's the red one, but Absorb, that's what they call it. So Humidipack Absorb. Now this is one to pull it down. And for you folks, I always get this comment whenever they're watching videos down in Florida or whatever. We're already too high. Well, this will help you to kind of pull it back out. So that is.
What if you were to put one Absorb and one Restore in the same bridge?
Then you would have a Maintain.
There you go. Perfect. All right.
I like the theory, Jay. The theory is great.
All right. Next question, please. TC56 asks, Laureate Mahogany OM or an E10 OM?
So Laureate doesn't make a mahogany OM. Laureates are only in rosewood. Fantastic guitars, but not available as a mahogany. I just got a call though. Heck, get this. Talk about New Guitar Thursday. We have, in the next 2 days, they'll be shipping out, Yairis are coming in with their aged mahogany back and sides and Adirondack tops. I'm going to have 2 OMs and 1 Grand Auditorium. The Dreads have not come in yet, but I've got those, and they're going to go up. They're going to go really, really fast. So these are the, oh, come on, I got to get my terminology straight. This is a Yairi Dread. It is the Masterworks Yairi. So it's all solid, not laminate sides and back. Super great sounding guitars. I actually had one of the OMs come in here before we were a dealer. They showed us off one of those, and they are fantastic sounding. So I'm looking forward to seeing those showing up.
J Anonymous 23, is it common for plastic bridge pins to break? Last time I changed my strings on the Eastman, I noticed they were splitting on the ends.
So those aren't plastic. I will tell you that. Unless you have a PCH, that's the only line that does it. And if it's splitting, I'm going to be pretty sure it's not plastic. If they're the black, it is ebony. And yes, it is common for them to do that. Be careful of it. It has to do with how, well, it's less that, Jay. I think when people are putting in their bridge pins, especially on unslotted bridges, those ball ends are not quite all the way in where they're used to, especially people that aren't as used to it, and they're pushing down their pin and they're using the pin to push the ball end where it needs to be, where you can get the ball end over and then use the pin to hold it in place. And that's usually what starts to split or splinter those. Easy to replace. Again, I think a set of ebony bridge pins is like $20, so you can keep some of those around. They'll still work for a long time, even if you have split ones. It's not going to affect its tone. It's not going to affect anything. Its job is just to hold it in place. Can I show people that?
Upgrade to bone.
Yeah, you can do bone. We do have bone bridge pins in. Who is it that's been waiting on those forever? Was it Tex? Who is it that's waiting on? There's somebody that watches us all the time that been asking about those. So we do have those in finally. Sets of bone bridge pins. I want to show people how ball ends should be sitting. Now these ones do have plastic on them right here. But if you look, this is not actually pushing it in. It's past that. This is resting against the bridge plate. You can see the hole is behind there. There you go. That's an even better way to do it. You're right, Trent. Sorry. And the bridge pin's up ahead, and it's actually resting against this piece of wood right here. It is not resting in between this. The bridge pin's job is just to seat that up against that bridge plate, and all the tension should be there. And you can almost get away with removing the bridge pin if they're well done, especially after time where there is a little bit of a groove built into it, where you can take this bridge pin completely out, leave it at pitch, and still be able to have it stay there. So that's the ideal way to have those sit. Again, slotted bridge pins or bridges will definitely do that, and that's a really good thing because you want that tension to be pulling on the top. So,
all right, John, can you speak to and perhaps demo the Gold Tone CC100R? What is a CC100R?
That is a inexpensive banjo, a starter level banjo. Do we have a CC100 over here?
I don't know.
I know we have one in stock.
You're in charge
It might be in my room. Let me see, CCR 100. That's the CC50 RP. It's in, I know where it's at even. It's sitting in my office in the backstock room.
Well, then speak on it.
Speak on it?
You don't have to demo it.
It's a really good, it has, the CCR, if I remember right, the 100 is the one that has the resin pot. And is a lightweight banjo, a really good starter banjo kit. In fact, honestly, at its price point, is probably the best one out there. This is what I'm going to tell everybody who's looking, though, for a banjo. Banjos are all about the quality of parts. And if you're walking through this, I'm going to start with an inexpensive banjo. This is a tenor, but it's just like the, they call this a Dirty 30s banjo. I don't know if I have a 5-string version of this or not. I don't. If you look, you'll start to see some of the things that happen on these more inexpensive. One, it's just a wood rim. It will have this tension hoop, which is just a brazed metal band. They basically braze welded on one side. It's very thin, just a single piece of metal. And now it'll flex and move as this body moves. If you look at the hooks, they're bent over hooks. This is a cast metal piece, but they bend it over. Over time, I've seen many of these start to lose their strength, and when you tighten them down, those hooks start to just unfold. And that's a big problem for banjos as they kind of go. When we start getting into higher end banjos, you'll start to see, let's go to like a Recording King, still in the Recording King line. This is the RK35, which is a full tone ring banjo, but you'll see these tension hooks are all cast metal. They're not going to bend out. This is cast all the way around. It's not going to misform or misshape. Obviously, we have the cast tone ring, more weight, but your metal parts go up dramatically, and it's even more important than the wood parts themselves. So, you know, if you're really going for pure budget and I want to step in there, that CC100, good banjo. If you're thinking you want something that's going to last you a little bit longer and you're going to keep it around, I recommend at least getting up to something with more cast parts. Even the Good Times, they do a band here, but it is a much more dense material band on the Good Time banjos. Their hooks are cast in their hook shape, so it is a little bit stronger. Again, metal parts all the way around, a little bit better quality on the Good Time banjos. So
there you go.
is that enough to cover all that?
That's banjos for you.
Yeah. If you got any more questions, again, give us a call.
Are you familiar with the discontinued D28 marquee? Trent is. No, Trent doesn't. He has a Shenandoah, didn't he?
No, the marquee. I can tell you what the marquee was. So back, I think they quit building these about 7 years ago. They quit the D18 Golden Era and the HD28 marquee. Basically, the difference for both of those models was they were Adirondack spruce tops, they were forward shifted braces, and they were scallop braces. The idea of those was before they reinvented the HD28 and the D18 and moved it forward shifted braces, do it of a more 30s style. That became standard. Now the Adirondack tops kind of went away because they were having some issues sourcing Adirondack tops, also just, you know, how they were building and cost too. So that was the marquee. It was an HD28 with forward shifted braces and an Adirondack spruce top.
There you go.
I know a couple things. It's the new stuff that I don't remember because I've been out of the game, guys. I'm out of the Martin game. I'm out of the sales game all the way.
We're going to have to speed through a few of these
and
then check out some
speed
guitars because we have to get back to filming before we send everybody home. So
let's speed date.
I noticed the Eastman guitar inventory seems down. Is that normal in summer?
No, it's been selling so fast I can't get them in stock. Yeah. Okay, I got a big order shipment coming in that's got some really cool stuff. All right, get ready for this because, again, if you're interested in these.
For bone bridge pins. So
it was Vince? So I got him, Vince. I got you. I got you covered here, buddy. All right, Eastman has two guitars that I know people are going to want to buy, and if you're watching this stream and you're interested, you better call right away because these are going to sell really quick, and I know there's no more coming for a long time. E40s, OMs, and Dreadnoughts. Now these are in the tone tight necks, so it is. We have not been seeing any of the actual spec ones for probably a year now. They decided they were going to do the tone tights and then quickly changed plans. Nope, we're going to do all dovetail joints on all E40s. And yet, only thing I keep seeing randomly pop up are E40s in tone tight necks, but I have a Dreadnought and a OM on its way. So they're TCs, tone tight necks, E40 Dread, and E40 OM. What else was cool on this next batch? There's a few things. I saw a E1 00SS Deluxe. I'm not sure I've seen one of those. Luthier's Choice, the Luthier series quilted Sapele in a LOO. That is going to be really, really cool to see. Mandolins will be back in stock. 315s will be back. I got 5 of those coming. Geez, a bunch of really cool stuff, honestly. But those 40s, those are going to go really quick.
2 questions, and then we're going to open a guitar, John.
Okay.
Heath is asking, has Martin discontinued the Shenandoah line?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. What brand of 6-string banjo do you recommend for quality and, it moved on me, quality and outstanding tone and playability?
If I was doing a 6-string banjo, there's no doubt I would get the During Good Time, especially this version that we should have still here.
Yeah, it's right there in the middle.
Where is it?
Top, Artisan.
The Artisan. They do have a higher end version of this, but this is really well built. It's still lightweight, does not have a tone ring in it, but is the Artisan series fretboard, Powell Ferro fretboard, a great sounding and looking banjo at the $13.99 price point, which is pretty nice. Everybody wants a little 6-string banjo. You know what everybody wants to hear? Tony Rice solos that way. Doesn't everybody want to hear that?
J-Run. All right, move on. Text is reminding you, John, that you have an E40 OMTC.
I do.
Tone tight right now.
I couldn't remember if yours was a tone tight or not.
I thought
so. Yours might have been there. Okay, yes, we have a used one. And it's trying to get it through. I'll be honest with you, Tex, the reason why I haven't seen it show up, Tyler was in charge of all of our consignments and POs, and I'm trying to get that all rearranged because I have a backup pile of it now that he's not here. So I'm trying to get that out. Yours is top of my list and ready to roll. But I do have a used one. Do you know does he remember what we agreed to price that at, or have we set the price on that? So I do have a used one that's in mint condition. I have looked at it,
website, they'll find
and so if you are interested in that, soon. We can get that one checked out. So yes,
right,
I do have it.
Open a guitar.
Has not got. What are we opening? We have a custom built, but we don't even know what this has got. Did you figure out who this belongs to yet?
Yeah, that's one of my left-handed for...
John needs to play that.
A left-handed Boucher. I love this. This is going to be... I can't wait to hear Jay run on this. All right, this is one of Austin's customers. They had a lefty built. They didn't put a lefty case with it. That's kind of weird. No, I'm just kidding.
That was the dumbest dad joke ever.
You know, they do make lefty cases. There are some companies that do that. I have seen it done. I had somebody that was a lefty that said, that's not silly, because we want to open it the same way you guys open it. I don't know.
I'm left-handed, and that's dumb.
Let's do this. Let's see here. So this is a left-handed heritage goose. So LHG 46. Wonder why the M and Y stands for. Maybe it's because it's a customized one or something. MY, like my guitar. But it is. It says on the inside it's an LHG 46. So it's an HD Heritage Goose 46 model mahogany back and sides with the thermo-cured Adirondack spruce top. Yeah, this one should absolutely kill this J-Run. That's pretty good. Great. That was pretty good, I have to say.
You're dumb. Put it down.
Jason, you're dumb, he says.
All right.
I gotta do everything backwards. Dang. Where is it? There it is.
Could you please not scratch this person's guitar?
I'm just doing fine. Don't you worry none. I'm a professional guitar scratcher. No, it's absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations. Listen to the bottom end, though. Seriously.
Radio brings up a good point. What is it? The headstock slant. Is it the same?
This one does read correctly.
It goes up to the right.
They switched.
No, that's right. It's the same.
They switched. Is it?
No, it's the same as the other ones.
Okay.
Up to the right. So that's just, it's confusing.
Mark's here. Mark, how you doing, friend? I'm as good as it can be.
I think it's time. Sorry, guys, we had to cut it short because John was late. And we had to go back to work.
Hey, by the way, lots of great stuff to talk about. One, if you guys are interested in Bluegrass at the Ballpark, please get your tickets. It is going to be a blast. I don't know who's going to sing our national anthem yet, but we'll have Bluegrass national anthem. We'll have a seventh inning stretch. We'll have a jam ahead of time, usually about an hour and a half or so before the ball game starts, which is a whole bunch of fun. Every ticket gets a free T-shirt that is specific for the Springfield Cardinals and Bluegrass Night. It has a banjo, Cardinal holding the banjo. It will come with a ball cap. It will also have your ticket in the section with all of us, yahoos. We make lots of noise. It's a lot of fun. And then if you want this year, we have a new upgrade that you could take your your standard T-shirt and upgrade it to a jersey, which is really cool. I've got one of the new jerseys.
We got to get orders in before next Friday.
Before next Friday? Woo.
Friday's the cutoff, so you got a week and a day.
Oh. All right.
8 days.
If you say so.
8 days.
Did you see? We didn't show the folks what you guys did in here. We're still laying it out. We're figuring out how to lay out. We got more space for more guitars because we needed more guitars. So they got this now. I wonder if this works now. They did it more straight out. Let's see. We still may convert this to sideways too. But now a lot of the guitars we had to put in backstock because nobody could see them. We had no space for them. They are now out on the floor, which is awesome. So yeah, big shipment from Eastman coming. More Alvarez Yairis coming. More Martins are still coming. Yeah, and then we're already starting to get ready. Bluegrass at the Ballpark. We're going to be in Nashville next weekend. I'm going to have to call Rhonda and see if we can hang out at her house. Do you think we can stay at her house?
No, she doesn't like you.
Yeah, okay.
She told me.
And then we're already starting to plan Winfield and IBMA is coming up very soon.
And we got cool people visiting the next few months too. So
yeah, JP Cormier will be here as well as Penke. Jim Penke's going to be here. We're going to be doing banjo stuff.
Reminded me. We got financing, 0% financing on Martin, Eastman.
We do.
And
0% financing for 18 months right now on Martin and Eastman. And then we have 12 months financing on just about everything else. So, yeah, lots of cool stuff in here right now.
Buy now, pay later.
Yeah, do it.
Or never at all.
Or yeah, it's up to you.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's what you did with your new camper.
Yeah, it's my new camper. I ain't paying that. All right, guys.
All right, I had a blast. Hope you guys had fun.
Okay, love you. Goodbye.
We'll see you later.
Love you. Bye.
Monday. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.